Hi, I'm Bianca J, and I just wanted to spend a few minutes just to tell you a little bit about myself. For those who don't know me, over the next 12 days, I will be sharing tips, tricks, and techniques to help improve your financial health. So, over about 20 years ago, I received my master's in business administration and finance and information systems. So, I'm kind of that tech geek nerd. And I love technology and I love just helping and servicing people. So I worked for IBM at the time in their management consulting group. And as part of that, one of my passions was to really help people understand, specifically women, how to really manage their finances, how to do savings and investments. At the time, I was doing a lot of day trading and investing. And so I said, well, there's not a lot of African Americans who are out there, especially African American females, who are out there helping people understand what it means to just be financial literate. You know, how do I manage my money? How do I budget my money? How do I save my money? One of the things that a lot of people don't realize that the number one financial crisis in the world is financial illiteracy, meaning most people don't know how to make money, they don't know how to save money, they don't know how to invest money, they don't know how to manage it, and then they don't know how to grow it. So I started having workshops with women, primarily for women, and I was giving questions like, Miss Shelby, I don't know how to manage a budget. I don't have a checking account. And here I was thinking I was going to give them these great financial investment tips to propel, and we didn't have a solid financial foundation. So I started working with women, just helping them on the basics. And what I found out, it boils down to many of us, I've been a victim of it as well, is that our past money mistakes can actually ruin our life. And so I want to go over a few of those past money mistakes that can ruin your life. And then we'll focus a few minutes to talk about what are some things we can do to improve our credit. So a few money mistakes, as I mentioned in the past, a lot of people do not know where their money's going. A lot of us know how to make money. We have jobs. This has been a phenomenal year, not in the best sense of the word, but because of COVID-19 and the world pandemic that's going around, a lot of people have lost their jobs. They've been displaced. So it's been very hard from a financial perspective. And I just wanted to give a few words of encouragement as just letting people know there is hope. This is the holiday season, and I just wanted to give over the next 12 days to Christmas, some free financial advice and free financial really tips and tricks and techniques that can help improve your financial future and your financial footing as we go into the next year of 2021. So a few things that can, past money mistakes that can ruin your life. We talked about we don't know where your money is going. Not saving enough money or saving at a young age. I have a 23-year-old daughter, and I cannot stress enough. I have a 23-year-old and a 60-year-old daughter, and I cannot stress enough to them that they really need to start saving now, because the younger you start saving, the less the amount that you have to save in order to have a big gain and a big return later on, 30, 40 years down the lifetime. So, for example, my daughter's 23, and I was like, well, you can start saving maybe $300 a month. And over the next 40 years, if you're consistently every month saving about $300 a month, you'll have close to $500,000 in the bank. Whereas if someone was 50 plus, they would have to save about $2,000 so that when they're 60, mid 60s, they would have close to that amount saved. The other thing is that a lot of us, and I've been a victim of it early on, we overspend. You know, we have a substantial income coming in, you know, but on the expense side, we're either buying on credit, or we say we'll pay later, and then we rack up a lot of debt and we're overspending. So we have more money going out and leaving the house than we have coming in, or it's right even. So that's a past money mistake that, going into 2021, we want to correct it. Several of us, and I've been a victim of this as well, is where we ignore bills. We spend a lot of money, we're getting credit cards on a month-to-month basis, but we refuse to say we may not have the money to pay them, and somehow they're just going to go away magically, but they never do. The other past money mistake that can ruin your life is not having emergency savings. And I've seen quite a few of my clients this year. Because of COVID, it was something that was unexpected. We didn't know that this crisis was going to last as long as it has. 9 months, a lot of people have been without jobs. Unemployment benefits may be running out at the end of the year if Congress does not act. And so most people have really just run out of their savings, and some had no savings to start with. So what we recommend is that you have 3 to 6 months of income saved for that rainy day. And then living to paycheck to paycheck. So if you really don't have an emergency fund, more than likely you are living paycheck to paycheck. And these are past money mistakes that can ruin your life, but we're working on how can we make a change. And so I just wanted to share a few things with you guys on how to improve credit. And so I've had a lot of questions over the last few months. They just really focus on credit because a lot of people have exhausted their savings. They've had some sense of credit, and they want to make sure that they try to preserve or improve their credit as much as possible in today's time. So I just want to talk about 7 ways of how you can improve your credit score. Number 1, pay your bills on time. I know we're in COVID-19, and a lot of people don't realize that banks, creditors, anyone you owe money to, right now they're very willing, especially the mortgage companies, car companies, that you have loans, and anywhere you have loans, you want to pay your bills on time. If you cannot pay your bills on time, then I would advocate and strongly suggest that you contact the creditor and ask for some type of payment relief. There's also another way to improve your credit is to make your monthly utility payments on time. A lot of people don't realize if you haven't gotten your free credit score this year, get your free credit score. Also, Experian has what they call a credit boost, and they will start using your utility payments to help go against your credit score to improve it. Pay debt down and keep credit balances as low as possible. Industry standards really recommend that you keep your credit below 30%. So for example, if you have a $1,000 credit card, you don't take that credit card over $300. And so that's called credit card utilization. So if you keep that below 30%, it helps improve your credit score. A couple other things to help improve your credit score. 3 other things: avoid too many inquiries. And when I say inquiries, that's looking for additional credit. And I wanted to share, I had a young lady just recently, probably about 2 months ago, and because of the pandemic, she was laid off for a while, and she just needed money to help bridge the gap. And so she started applying for credit cards. And I hate to say, but a lot of people don't tell you, but most creditors are not going to give you credit when you need it. And it's the best time to apply for credit is when you don't really need it. I know it sounds kind of crazy, but that's just the truth of how it goes. They want to make sure that you can have the means to pay them back. So avoid too many inquiries. And she had a lot of inquiries through like payday loans type companies. And then finally, you build credit without debt. And finally, you need to monitor your credit and dispute it. So just wanted to give you a few tips and tricks and techniques how to improve your credit report. You guys have a great holiday and look forward to your inbox having 12 days till Christmas.